doing business. See, every entrepreneur now, until now, what happened is entrepreneur is treated like what we call. It is not in it was not he was not recognized or respected even. Even investor also it was not duly respected or not considered. So they were to change the opinion of the regulators as well as the common man. The government is proposing to increase the ease of doing business, a comfortness to the entrepreneurs. What they are doing is, earlier there were 39,000 complaints were reduced because there are so many complaints in GST, income tax, international taxation, customs, and there are many complaints, employment, many complaints. All these things are reduced by 39,000 complaints reduced, and around 300, more than 300 complaints has been decriminalized. Earlier, if there is a delay or some delay is there, the provisions used to make the prosecution provisions were there against the delay or non-compliance. Now this is decriminalized, means the late fees are with payment of penalty, the entrepreneurs can be relieved. So this is the ease of doing business. The government has given ease of doing business to this entrepreneurs. Government to bring another dispute resolution scheme, Vivad Se Vishwas, to settle commercial disputes. And PAN number is common identifier for all digital payments systems of the government agencies. One-step solution for reconciliation and updating identity maintained by various agencies to be established using DigiLocker and Aadhaar as fundamental, foundational identity. Central Processing Center to be set up for faster response to companies filing forms under Companies Act. So, this single regulation is going to come, going to be implemented. All this information with the single registry will be maintaining the information about the transactions and what we call all the documents filed. Now we have to file the same documents to the income tax, GST, financial institutions, SEBI, corporate laws, Ministry of Corporate, all these things. The different forms is prepared. Now the government wants to make it single vendor, single registry to provide the information. Of course, it may take some time, but this is an initial step has been taken to see that at least the identification or KYC norms are uniformly maintained. Next, it may go for annual returns, all this may go for next year. For the annual complaints also may be brought under single registry. And another thing is digital services. Scope of digital services in DigiLocker to be expanded. 100 labs for developing applications to use 5G services to be set up in engineering institutions. Labs will cover smart classrooms for precision farming, healthcare applications. Phase 3 of e-courts projects to be launched with outlay of 7,000 crore. Leading industry players will partner into developing, providing capable solutions, options for health and agri other sectors. And next one is urban development. Government to spend 10,000 crore per year for urban infra development fund. Cities to be incentivized to improve creditworthiness of municipal bonds. All cities and towns will be enabled for 100% transition of sewers and septic tanks. The government wants to make the municipal corporations.
Toilet facilities are also being taken into consideration in the housing sector.
Yes.
House to house, they need toilet facilities, and also this housing finance will be also looking into the perspective of women's safety in toilet building, so that the hygiene also is protected. At the same time, everybody is secured with a toilet providing.
This is with regarding the local authorities.
Yes.
Maybe municipality, panchayat, all this.
Yeah.
They should become self-sufficient with revenue. The government wants to substantiate them, sufficient funds. The government proposed to allot 10,000 crores per year to empower the local bodies, and also the government wants to allow the municipalities to go to the markets to get the bonds, to issue the bonds to subscribe. That is the leverage given to local authorities.
State level.
State level authorities, so local authorities. With regarding health services, uh, mission to eliminate sickle cell anemia by 2047. A new program for research and pharmaceuticals will be formulated, and the industry will be encouraged to invest in research. Majority of the pharma companies are going for innovation research for improving the health standards. Next, education. Regarding education, 3 centers of excellence for artificial intelligence to be set up on top education institutions. 157 new nursing colleges will be established in collaboration with the existing 157 medical colleges established in 2014. So every medical college will have a nursing college affiliated to the medical college. Ekalavya model residential schools to be set up. In 3 years, the central will recruit 38,000 teachers and support of 740 schools serving 3.5 lakh tribal students. This is the new model to support the ancient Indian education system. The government wants to install Ekalavya model schools, nearly 740 schools, 35 lakhs students, to cover 35 lakh students with 40,000 teachers. Now let us go for agriculture. What is proposed for the agriculture in the budget? An agriculture fund will be set up to encourage agri startups by young entrepreneurs. Digital public infrastructure to be developed for agriculture sector. 20 lakh crore agriculture credit targeted at animal husbandry, dairy and fisheries. Over next 3 years, 1 crore farmers will get assistance to adopt natural farming. 10,000 bio input solutions will be set up, and also fisheries. With regard to agriculture, the government wants to encourage the organic farming, which is most important for healthy food, and the government wants to encourage.
And by this organic farming, I think the farmers also get a little bit of raise in their cultivations.
And
their survival problem also is being solved to a certain extent.
The government wants to encourage the growing of agriculture, carrying of agriculture with organic in the form of organic, and also to encourage millets growing, millets production.
Millets and wheat have been given more of importance. Gargar roti.
This is the year of 2023. Is the year of millets. The government wants to encourage the millets farming also. That is most important for healthy food. This is the encouragement given for agriculture sector, and also to streamline, to digitalize many of the sectors, maybe production, storage, transportation, marketing, and all these are to be digitalized with the help of startup or entrepreneurs to link between the farmer and the consumer. This is to reach the product agriculture produce as early as possible.
So is the urea part of also is being considered for the farmers?
Is urea is also considered. The government wants to give. The government is proposing to issue to grant subsidy for urea purchased by farmers.
Yeah, there is Kisan Vikas Yojana also has been introduced by our Honorable Prime Minister.
Yes. Next one is tribals. With regarding tribals, Pradhan Mantri Primitive Vulnerable Tribal Group Mission is being launched to improve socio-economic conditions of PMPV-TGS. Tribals to get 15,000 crore over next 3 years for safe housing, sanitation, drinking water, and electricity. This is the people now until now could not be reached. Now the government proposing to reach the remote people residing in remote people
and the slum tribals.
Yes, remote and means what is the hilly areas also they are covered with this tribal welfare program. Next one is
even handicrafts have been given importance.
Next one is PM Vishwakarma Kaushal Samman.
That is artisans.
What is handicrafts?
Artisans with
yes. PM Vishwakarma Kaushal Samman package for assistance for traditional artisans and crafts people has been conceptualized. We enable them to improve quality, scale, and reach of their products. integrating with MSME value chain. So all these artisans and handicraft manufacturers will be correlated with MSMEs to improve their what we call value, better price, and reaching the marketing opportunities and reaching the consumers as early as possible. Next one is tourism. The most important revenue sector is tourism. The government proposed to promote the tourism will take up on mission mode with active participation of states and convergence of government programs and public-private partnerships. 50 tourist destinations will be selected through challenge mode to be developed as a whole package of domestic and international tourism. States will be encouraged to set up a unity mall in state capital or the most popular tourist destination in the state for the promotion and the sale of one district, one product. One district, one tour. For all these things, the government is proposing to encourage the tourism, and because of that tourism, all local sector will be local entrepreneurs, local consumers, local product will be attract the tourists and will have marketing opportunities. Next one is free food scheme to continue till 2024. The government, the central government is proposing to continue the free food scheme, giving every for poor people, every person 5 kg rice or wheat every month free of cost, and that is going to be continued even for the next year 23-24 also. This is the costliest. Nearly the government is allocating 2 lakh crores for this free food distribution program. This is our the government's vision is for the our government's vision for the Amrit Kaal includes a technology-driven India rising global profile is because of several accomplishments. Aadhaar proving UPI have been contributed to be improving India's global profile. During pandemic, the government ensured no one went to bed hungry. Government efforts since 2014 have ensured for all citizens a better quality of life and life of dignity. The per capita income has more than doubled to 1.97 lakhs in 9 years. The Indian economy has increased in size from being 10th rank to 5th rank largest in the world. The world has recognized India as the bright star. Our growth for the current year is estimated at 7%. This is the highest among all major economies. In spite of massive global slowdown caused by pandemic and the war. In these times of global challenges, India's G20 presidency gives India a unique opportunity to strengthen India's role in the world economic order. And with all these things,
I think this year budget of 23 to 24 has been the best of budget as of now till today ever published.
We cannot say the performance. Say
the performance, yes, of course. But the budget what is presented by our Honorable FM, I feel it has really been justified to all sectors. That is the reason we have no voice from the others.
What is happening is those who are expecting freebies or favors may not be convinced, may not be satisfied.
Yes.
The people who wants to be sincere only will be satisfied.
And there is a saying also, sir, you cannot convince all people at all times.
At all times.
So there has to be somewhere some part of a vacuum in anyone's mind.
We cannot expect
in
that
your purview it may be correct, in my purview it may be wrong. So we cannot satisfy everybody's demands at the same time.
We cannot expect everybody's wishes will be.
Yeah. And what is genuine and justiciable to everybody and in the welfare of everyone, majority has been designed this time, I feel. And it has been substantially very justiciable, I feel.
One more thing is the real challenge comes when the allocation reach to the destination.
Exactly.
Means actual implementation. What is the success level? What is the performance level? That only will give the
correct glimpse of what has happened. Is this being really justified?
Yes.
That is the outcome only can speak about the justification.
And one more thing is the major characteristic of this budget is It is for the long run benefit, not populist, but it is long run benefit for the long term benefit of the company to convert the Indian economy to $5 trillion by 2027 and $10 trillion economy by 2030. This is with these aims of strengthening the economy, job creation, environment protection, infrastructure development, education, skill development, and all these things, considering all these things, the government has proposed this budget, and this is not the end. This is the beginning. This is out of one step. This is first 1 to 100 steps. This is the one step ahead this year. Means Amrit Kal budget for another 20 years. The government has prepared a task for achieving the target goals, and that is towards that direction. The budget is prepared, and that is proposed and presented in the budget in the Parliament on the 1st February 2023 by our Honorable Finance Minister. And this
Thank you so much, sir, for briefing us today. And it was really a wonderful session on this budget Amrit Kal and the impact on it and the decisions and the budget presented by our Honorable Prime Minister by the central government. He has been really very much enlightened today by your presence in the studio, sir. We thank you very much for the updating all our people. Thank you.